What's up, everyone? Hello, hello. Oh my gosh, I know I saw some of you on our recaps from Turkey. I'm still getting settled, but today we're going to dig in right into work. I miss doing the power hour, but I heard that Megan and KB's did an amazing job when they stepped in and did it when I was gone, which I'm exciting, which that's one of the things I love about this. It's really just a format that anyone can dig into, and it's, one of those things when you're like, oh my gosh, how should I be working my business? Just pick one of these things if you have 5 minutes and just do it. And you did something for your business today. So this is a power hour. This is an hour that we are going to just honestly work our business with intention. We're not really learning anything. A lot of this stuff we have covered a lot over time as far as following up. Of course, there might be a thing or two you might have a question about, but if you're new or whatever, but we're not learning, we're actually going to do it. So you want to have your phone and computer ready for sure for more efficiency purposes if you're able to. Stay muted unless you have a question. We'll use the chat to drop conversations, wins, or questions as well. And just kind of remember it's progress over progression. We do these a little differently each time, especially for time of the day. So that's kind of what we're doing here. So we are going to kick off. Oh, and by the way, I am recording this week just so we have one in the bank because we're going on a family vacation. I'm going to try to get someone to do it live, but if not, I want to be able to share the replay. So this week will be recorded. So it might be something to have to share with teammates too. If they're like, hey, I don't know what to do for my business, be like, follow this. So we guys know one of my favorite things every single day is birthday outreach. I was really excited yesterday, and I shared it in, I think, the Leader Hub chat, sending happy birthdays to someone, asking the question and asking them, hey, what's been your favorite memory from the past year? And she literally responded. And then she was like, I've actually been thinking of joining Farmasi. I'm going to treat myself and become an influencer this year. And that's just one example. Another example, last week, there was like 12 people whose birthday it was, and at least 4 people were people that I had sent information to about the business, but I hadn't followed up with them, and it was the perfect segue to follow up with them. So why do we do birthday messages? It works because it's authentic, it's different, and it opens a real conversation. So we're going to take 5 minutes to go to the birthdays on your Facebook. It's really simple up there. Just type in your search bar birthdays and they'll all pop up. I'm going to go ahead and mute it, and then we can knock out our birthday connections here. One thing I really love about the birthdays too, it's something if you miss a day, go like if you obviously maybe if you didn't do it and you miss a couple days, you can just always ask people like, did you do something fun? What did you do? It's just a super easy conversation starter that has like no it's not salesy, but you really are trying to get to know someone, but you never, it's also a really good follow up reminder if you've had the conversations with people before. So we're going to go. Oh, and one other thing I wanted to make sure you, if you guys didn't know this, and I really hope you do, but just in case, in the message, there's a lighting, in the message part of Facebook, you are also going to see a place that says message requests. And so it says you may know in spam. So spam a lot of times are just people that you may not know at all. But if your profile's public, they might be asking you questions, they might be responding to your stories. So that's something I check every single day too. And probably at least a couple times a week, I do have someone wanting, maybe responding to one of my stories or asking a question about my post. And I used to go a really long time without checking that. And so you just never know. So I would also add that into like something I'm intentionally checking. I do it now like once a day, but doesn't mean I get a message once a day, but I would say at least once a week right now. So, yep, exactly. Yeah, they're going to be your friends on Facebook, people that you're friends with. Those are the only ones that will come up on search. So, your Facebook friends, not just random strangers. For this. All right. So next part, we're only going to do about 5 minutes here because I want to get to some of the actual like follow-ups and stuff, but this is just an example too, is engaging with people. This is really important too because so often people are like, why isn't no one watching my stuff, engaging with my stuff? But like, you're not staying visible, you're not giving to people. So that's kind of the goal here. You're going to stay visible, build relationships. And another thing is ask questions. So we're going to do this just for, again, probably five less than 10 minutes. And I want you to aim for 10 to 15 real engagements in that time. And you're just going to scroll through and watch some stories on Facebook and Instagram. So answer polls, love on it, compliment different things. And again, that just gives you that visibility. So we're going to do this for less than 10 minutes and just get your name and face in people's mind. And another thing is when you do that, you're more likely to be someone whose story is recommended to them. You're more likely to be someone whose post is recommended to them when you are engaging on their stuff. So it's also a good idea just to always do a scroll through and comment at least 5 words for people. Oh, awesome. Message 7. Nice. Oh, it's okay, Kim. Better late than never, right? I would be late if I wasn't running the call. All right, let's go ahead and knock this out real quick. All right, all right. Hopefully, you guys made some connections. So, hopefully, this is something that you're doing on a regular basis. I am always up in my stories, and honestly, I feel like this business has helped me become more comfortable doing that. I feel like I do it a lot more than I even did in my old business, just because it's such a lifestyle brand. So I can just put up my phone up when I'm doing anything, putting my makeup, brushing my teeth, taking off my makeup, doing my skincare, making it so simple to fit in. And so I'm just always doing it. So for here, I want you to show up in your stories. That can be a bunch of different ways. And I really hope this is something that you're doing consistently. For here, we're going to highlight the business. So let's do, you could take a selfie right now. You can do a video of you on the Zoom highlighting the community. Maybe you have something in your phone from earlier. And then maybe just add a text running a business from my phone. Best decision ever. DM link for info. And then I would do a second slide talking about the $6 join special. Again, you can do this many ways. Does anyone have the volumizing shampoo it's quick? If not, you can maybe just use the flyer for more info. But I would probably do at least two here. And I feel a simple way, honestly, if you don't have a selfie or don't, is just doing the quick video. Another one of my favorite things to do here, which I think I may have already done, if not, I'll do it now, is a screen recording just showing people how to access the $6 join. And then I just kind of crop it and add it into my stories. So those are just a few different ideas. I make sure that at least once a day, I have my link in my stories some way because you never know who's going through late at night, but if they don't have your link. So, Kim, as far as screen record, do you have an iPhone? You guys can start on this while I answer Kim's question because I know we have time. I know time is of the essence. Okay, so it's super easy on the iPhone, on that main, lighting's here, on that main screen. When you scroll down and it has, when you just move down and it has everything on it, like as far as the lighting, the volume, there's a little record button and it will record anything on your screen. And then it goes right to your photo and then you can edit it, you can crop it, you can make it longer, you can make it shorter. So it's super easy on an iPhone. It's right under the flashlight. So those are a few. We're going to show up in our stories right now, and we will do about, gosh, 5 to 10 minutes here too, because like I said, I really want to get to some follow-ups. All right, so let's knock out and get in our stories and just show how we work our business from anywhere. And this is an example too. I just screenshot an order and then getting a new influencer. We were outside by the pool and I just made a cute little caption there. So, yes, I don't normally record these, Carla, but I am recording this week just so we have one in the bank for if I'm unable to make it or for you guys to use whenever. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and mute mine because I'm probably going to do a voice mess. I'm going to make a video. I don't think we're frozen, Ann. I think I muted it so I could do my stories. Yes, Christine, we do these usually weekly. The day and time is going to be different because I know some people different time zones for the UK. Some people are more available during the day. Usually I don't record them unless I'm traveling and then I try to get someone else step in to do it. So we are going to, which last week was Megan and KB, and then I'm also going to be gone from Thursday to Thursday. So that's why I'm recording it just in case, but I will ask someone. All right. So now obviously know we have some amazing promos right now going on. I will talk about the one specifically in the UK. Canada is also applicable for these as well. So both of them. And then the UK has some specials too. They're just a little bit different, but we are going to highlight the current specials with some curiosity based verbiage. Um, and it can be anything. I want to actually give you an example of one that I posted earlier because I'm actually getting some pretty good traction in it. And this was a post. So, post on Facebook, post on Instagram. Now, I want to give a caveat. Maybe you just did a post, don't post something. Do something else during this time. Post another story because you know posting needs to be intentional and you don't want to do one after the other. But I did one. I'm holding the bottle of the shampoo. This was a post. I was like, TMI, I'm on day 5 of not washing my hair, but here's the kicker. I just found out one of our shampoos that volumize, boosts, shines, and protects color. That's normally 33 is up for grabs for $6 right now. So if you go to my Facebook, you'll see it. And then I put drop, and I, went through the stuff and I put drop boost below, and I'll share how you can boost your hair and your pocketbook. That's just an example. You could just put this deal is so good, need some help picking out. I'm so excited. Do you want info? You guys know kind of what curiosity is. And then this is going to be, like I said, if you already did a post, do it in your stories, but you want to do some type of post. When we have this, it's going to the 28th. So it's a $6 join and it's a gift with purchase. You want to be loud about it. Not everyone's seeing your post. Like, I'm not saying post every 5 minutes, but make it different. Maybe you're highlighting just a product, but definitely let's talk about the promo in some way, shape, or form. And I actually am really excited about this travel pack. So we'll go ahead and do 5 to 10 minutes of some way highlighting the promo, whether it's a post on Insta, Facebook, or again in your stories. Another thing you could do is has anyone has the flaunt it? That's over $60. So you could just be talking about the flaunt it with some anything that's $60, but flaunt it's on the top of my head because that's something that I'm really trying to highlight right now that's over that price range. And you could be like, oh my gosh, get this. Maybe put a picture of some results and say, and then unlock this, the travel bag. And you guys, so there's a bunch of different ways we can highlight, and this is something you need to be doing every single day. So let's go ahead and be loud about the promotions. We got the join special and the gift with purchase. And I actually got the gift with purchase myself, hoping that it comes here before it's over so I can show it because I am excited about that travel pack. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one. And so, again, like if you don't knock one of these out, if you're like, oh, I need more time, or you're in a good conversation, just do what feels right, but just make sure you do it eventually or tomorrow morning or finish it tonight. So, next, this is something that I just want to tell you guys how we do it. Growing your network is incredibly important. I always have a goal to at least add 5 to 10 new Facebook friends a day, honestly, if I can, like when I'm working my business. And so a lot of people ask how I went from 200 Facebook friends. That's what I had when I first started. And a big, big part of that was I joined a lot of groups on Facebook that that aligned with things that I enjoy, and I'm constantly still doing that. Still finding different cruise groups, moms of large families, women who travel, a lot of networking groups. I actually met one of my leaders back in 2017 in a networking group. She ended up being one of my biggest legs. And then I engage in those posts. I contribute to the group. I comment and stuff like that. So then, like when and then I make sure I friend request people that I engage with. It's easy as that. It's social media. It is a network, so that is one of my biggest tips for growing. And I am very intentional with this, so I'm continuously growing my network. One of my favorite things is if the groups allow it, and actually someone on one of these shared that she got a really good response is that if they allow you to make a welcome post, make a freaking welcome post. You'll be surprised like who's gonna friend request you, comment on it, and stuff like that. So, I always say social media is meant to be social. So, what I'd ask is screenshot this slide and make it something that you are going to do tomorrow. And this is going to be a great way to grow your friends outside of that warm market that you might be working with right now. And definitely, like, oh, and other ones I can suggest if you're on a weight loss journey, maybe you've had the sleeve, maybe you're taking the shot, maybe you're anemic, maybe you're perimenopause. I'm telling you, there's literally a group for everything. Literally a group for everything. Or, I mean, you could start your own group if you had that time. So I'm not going to stop, but that's something that I always say. Just screenshot and have this on your agenda too if you're doing this. But I want to get into why I'm gonna have to restart my computer after this. It's like freezing on everything. All right, so we are going to focus right now on following up with products, and actually, this is when I made this, it's kind of general, right? I put follow up with anyone who's asked about a product, connection based scripts, thought of you, someone said something, just learned a cool fact about XYZ, made me think of you. But I actually made some other scripts just for tonight. Let me see if I can share that. All right, are you guys able to see this at all? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you are able to see it. Cool. All right, hold on. I'm going to move this one down a little bit. So these are, I want you to specifically think of, for one, people that you've talked about different products before. You want to follow up with them, let them know about the gift with purchase and or how the $6 join can get them 50% off. But I also kind of want you to think of people that might be viewing your stories. You can see that, especially on Instagram. Hey, I saw you peeped my story. Are you, if you have done something about us, the join special or a different product. One of my favorite things too, and I'm going to move this down here. Oh no, it didn't. Okay, one of my favorite things to do is if you had someone that has asked you for help about skincare, wellness, maybe they comment on your lipstick, an easy follow up is being like, hey, Did you get help with, have you found something for energy yet? Have you found something for skincare yet? I just wanted to let you know we currently have a gift with purchase promotion and I thought of you. Yes, I did add these in boards. So the whole thing's in boards, but I don't think the whole thing landed right here. So womp womp. But I did put these in boards under training. So you can go back and look at all of this. Because like I said, we're probably only going to do about 10 minutes. So I want you to think of someone that's complimented your lipstick, someone that's viewing your stories, anyone that you have helped but didn't pull the trigger, which honestly is usually the majority, keeping it real, right? I might have 10 people that say they want info on a post. Lucky if one, but a lot of those I end up following up and they end up purchasing later because we know 80% of purchases happen after the eighth time. So think of when have I followed up with them? So yes, all these scripts are in board. Sorry, I was hoping I'd be able to show them, but I only got page one going right here. Um, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to mute and we're going to do about 10 minutes of following up for this. And we're also going to do one specifically for people on the fence, but because of the $6 join is really good for kidnappers. Usually people, I'm not going to say they don't. I have some big leaders that did join for the $6 join, but this is great for people that are wanting to work the business. So I'm sorry, for just wanting a discount, just wanting a discount. And a lot of times they'll grab it and then now they're shopping regularly and grabbing different things. And we all know every dollar counts. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and mute so I can do some of my follow ups too. And we'll get going on this. I'm going to read you some of these because just to keep have in your mind. So wellness. Hey, last time we chatted, you mentioned you were looking for something for more energy, weight loss, gut health. Have you found anything yet? I asked because we have a promo right now. If you order $60 worth, you'll be able to grab this travel set for just $10. Want me to show you a few options? Making them options in the hot list is very helpful for them. Naming things, different things. So and I've got that from Carrie. We're currently out of stock of recharge, but I like to now call the recharge L-carnitine and apple cider vinegar like a power trio. This power trio is what's helping me. It's what's helping my friends, and it's bundled at a price that we normally have free shipping typically and a gift with purchase. So that's like a good example you can do. Thought of you because you were talking about your rosacea concern, wellness concern. We got an awesome promo happening. Want me to put a little bundle together. Skincare. Hey, you mentioned being curious about skincare. Did you ever find anything that's helping with hydration, wrinkles? You guys think of some of these conversations you may have had, someone that may have engaged. We actually have a promo right now. Hey, since we talked about skincare, I wanted to check in. Did you find anything that's working for you? Asking them, that's just as simple. It's area of concern. They reached out to you about it before. You want to know if they found something that's working. Oh, actually, I haven't. Oh, well, you know what? We've got this promo right now. And then you can even throw in the $6 join. So now they can get it the bundle, the new skincare that might be a whole regimen for 400 for 200. You know what I mean? So just it's so common to just ask them if you had the conversation if they have found something to help them yet in that area. All right, friends, this one is super, super simple, and we are going to reconnect with curious people right now, people that have been on the fence, people that you have talked to about becoming an influencer. And since there is a promotion, this is going to be very clear cut. So these are people that have been interested. Hey, I know we talked about becoming an influencer, just had to let you know about the $6 join. Did you have any more questions for me, or can I send my link over? Very cut and dry right there. Just, asking if they have any more questions or if they're ready for your link. But you are not expecting that they're seeing your post. You're not expecting that you're seeing your stories. You are reaching out to them to let them know, like a reminder, like a doctor's appointment reminder, letting them see, like, hey, it's been on your mind. We have this current promotion. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and mute it so I can knock some of mine off right now too. And we will follow up with anyone that we have talked to already about the opportunity that has not joined. Well, I was getting a little carried away there. Got some catching up to do from the trip. So yeah, we're just definitely every single. And so someone asked, is this pretty much what I do every day? Basically, yeah. Sometimes more, sometimes yes, but it's in some way, shape, or form I'm doing these. There are some times where I'll dedicate if I have like an hour to work, I'll go down and just do, okay, I'm doing every single follow up, but I do at least a minimum of this every single day. Like I said, I usually have some type of goal in my head. Okay, so I usually like to end with this one, and I've been getting a lot better. So we all have, areas of opportunities. This is going to be my challenge to you as we go into the next, let's see, what day is it? Yeah, as we go into the weekend, we have this special, reach out to someone on your chicken list. This would be someone that maybe for example, I had a girl that she owned all these big boutiques. This was back in my other business. And I just thought that she was, super excited, happy with what she was doing, busy. So I never reached out to her. And then the next thing I know, she joined under someone else at the same company. I have a few examples of these. These are someone that when you want to work with them, you think they would be good at this, but something is holding you back. Don't maybe you can't put a finger on it. I have a list of people in my brain too where I literally have to work myself up and I'm like, Brittany, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? What's the worst thing? I've heard no a lot in my life. It doesn't kill you, or I've heard not interested and I've been ghosted. So this is probably something at least once a week I try to knock off one person on my chicken list. It's pretty long, and that's what I want to challenge you to do. And someone on your chicken list could be someone that you really maybe wanted to partner with. You've already asked them and they said no, and maybe just you're thinking about them again. And you could use a lot of different things. Oh my gosh, my friends just got back from Turkey. I just think this would be something good for you. I know you love to travel. We've had fun before traveling together. You know what I mean? And I know you weren't interested, but would you be open to take another look at things? Will you be willing to at least try some of the products? So I've led that way with some people on my chicken list. Hey, no pressure at all about the business, but would you be open to trying some of the products? Because if I'm thinking of someone on my chicken list, this is a big baller. I'm going to make the investment and I'll send them a package, of some products myself, 100%, right? Because the investment's going to be worth the outcome. So I have led that way too. Just want to also let you know if it's someone with tens of thousands of followers, corporate will send them a box. So just get with your golden director to set that all up too, and corporate will do a phone call. So that's how I kind of want to wrap this up with you thinking of someone on your chicken list. And then let's just kind of did anyone make some connections, feel productive doing this, helpful, knock some things out? Awesome, awesome, great. Yeah, that's the worst thing. They say no, right? And no's never killed anyone that I know of, right? At all. I've heard no a lot. Yes, work on your list for sure. 5 connections. Great. Okay. So, like I said, I'm going to record this and get it uploaded and just keep it there. This could be something where you're like, oh my gosh, you know what? I got an hour. I'm going to work, play in the background, use it as a guide. Maybe you have a teammate that's like, I don't know what to do. Hey, girl, follow this. Or, like I said, if there's a week that I can't do it, I'll make sure it gets posted so everyone can do it. But thanks for hanging out, you guys. I'm super, like, we have so many tools there. They're always, we have so many amazing products, then dropping the join specials. Honestly, I'm hearing this could be one of the, I mean, August is always a wild card, but it's up to us at the end of the day, right? It's up to us. So, all right, you guys have a good night. I will talk with you soon. Thanks for hanging out with me. And don't forget, opportunity call tomorrow. So if someone said no or if they want more info, invite them to the opportunity call, 8 p.m. Eastern. That info's in the team page. So make sure you get them connected to that if they did have more questions. Hey, tune into this tomorrow. All right, talk with y'all later.
Thanks, Brittany.
Bye. You're welcome.